Source.
Um, Love is the only real truth. That's it.
Damn.
You are so loved beyond your own comprehension, beyond your own understanding. Anything that you want, source is more than you are more than worthy to experience that reality. That's what source wants you to know, that there's nothing that you want, there's nothing that is out of touch for source, there's nothing that um is out of reach for you, there's nothing that you are unworthy to experience. There's
Mm.
only, literally only love for who you are, even with all of the mistakes that you think that you've made, everything that you think that you haven't done, whatever. Source loves you unconditionally. And so, a final message that's coming through is learn to love yourself unconditionally, meaning no matter the condition. If you're not the weight that you want to be, if you don't make the amount of money that you want, if your business is not thriving how you want, if that relationship is not working out, whatever it is, source still loves you. So love yourself to that same capacity.
Mm. It was god damn, sis. It was fuck, I feel that. It was Elia's video, and it was when he challenged Source 2, and he was saying, "You're perfect. You're perfect
You're perfect.
exactly how you are. I'm not judging you. You have to be this way, that way. No, whatever you're created as, or wherever you are perfect how you are, because it's you, and you're perfect. You're loved.
And because everything that you are, God is. If
Damn.
God judged you, it will be judging itself, literally. And source is not going to reject itself because source is in the pure state of bliss consciousness where it knows how magnificent it is. It knows how amazing it is and everything it can create with this energy and how intelligent it is. But
Mm-hmm.
it's also this all loving, accepting knowingness because you are a part of its own being. So it accepts every aspect of you and sees where you are in your level of consciousness. If you were meant to be perfect, you perfect in the way that humans think,
Mm-hmm.
you wouldn't have incarnated into this form. You
At
knew you were going to
all.
incarnate and forget who you were and
Right.
fuck shit up and forget
Right.
things. Like it doesn't matter to
And
source.
that's
Source is
okay.
like, I love you. It's okay.
Mhm.
It's expansion. It's a part of your process. Like whatever.
One thing that's popping up for me that wants me to communicate is when you wouldn't talk to your child the way you talk to yourself. So
Yes.
when you're judging yourself off of a mistake or a decision, or I should have done this, take that same conversation. Imagine you, and let's just say 4 or 5 years old, and imagine that self came up to you, said this exact same thing, or you
Mm,
having this conversation with that self. You wouldn't do it.
I love that.
You wouldn't do it. You have to
Yeah.
treat yourself the same way, with love, unconditional love, forgiveness, and acceptance, because us
Mm,
as source, that's how we are with each other. You have to be that
that's our true
same way with
nature.
yourself.
Mhm.
That's your true
Yeah.
nature.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. And that makes me think of like the inner child within
Mm-hmm.
that's always inside. Because we get older and we get responsibilities and this and that, and we become adults and we get so serious about life. And it's like, no, you still have that child inside of yourself that has
Mm-hmm.
feelings and sensitivities and vulnerabilities. So communicate with yourself with love and compassion.
So if you judge yourself today, guys, I want you to put your hand on your heart, either right now or when you get this episode, and say, "I'm sorry, I was mean to you. I'm sorry,
Mm,
I took this
love that.
seriously, and I'm
Mhm,
sorry that I'm just sorry. I'm just sorry." And feel that and
mhm.
release it and tell yourself, I will never do this again.
And don't judge yourself for judging yourself because it's
Right.
just your ego trying to attack you. It's your ego who has forgotten that it is source. And so everything to it is a threat. And it's going to constantly compare you and come up with these crazy, um, yeah, just these crazy delusions. And then it tries to attack you to make you feel like you aren't enough. You can
Mm-hmm.
even talk to your ego and you can say, ego, I understand where you're coming from. I understand that you don't remember who you are, but I'm going to silence you right now.
Mm-hmm. God
And you just
damn.
take that power back. Take that power back.
Sis, I'm so